everyone and welcome back to Lizzie in Disneyland. Today it is 10 weeks until Toy Story 4 and today I'm coming at you with my 10 favourite Pixar Easter eggs. So an Easter egg is when the animators put in something that you'll only notice if you're paying very close attention, and it's for either another one of their films or something that means a lot to the animators. So I've chosen 10. Some are about their shorts, some are about their films, but hopefully you will learn some things that you didn't already know. So if you haven't watched my previous videos in this little series, just click the card up above to see what I've done for the previous week's countdowns. And like I always say, this is a brilliant opportunity for you to let me know your favourites in the comments. So if you do have a favourite Pixar Easter egg, just leave it in the comments down below. So I'm going to take them by film again. My first one from Toy Story is the meeting scene. So they're having a meeting to discuss whether everybody has a moving buddy, everybody's ready for the move. In the background behind Woody, the book spines are all titles of Pixar shorts that came out before Toy Story.
We've only got 1 week left before the move. I don't want any toys left behind. A moving buddy. If you don't have one, get one. All right, next. Oh yes. Tuesday night's plastic corrosion awareness meeting was, I think, a big success, and we want to thank Mr. Spell for putting that on for us.
So you can see tin toy, knick-knack, things like that. Just make sure you spot that next time you're watching Toy Story, as I think it's such a good nod to their earlier work. The next one is the first appearance of the iconic Luxo ball. So this ball is in the Luxo Junior short. The Luxo Junior lamp wants to play with the ball with his mother lamp or father lamp, and since then it's just become iconic. I actually wish I could get a Luxo ball, as I've always wanted one, but unfortunately I just don't have one. Hopefully I'll be able to find one with the release of Toy Story 4, who knows. But basically, when Buzz is falling with style, he jumps onto this ball to elevate him up.
To infinity and beyond!
Now we move on to Toy Story 2. These days with Pixar Easter eggs, they are usually for the next Pixar film. We already saw Duke Kaboom in Incredibles 2. He was one of Jack Jack's toys, which fits because he is a toy. So to have him as a toy rather than an actual character really worked. But with Toy Story 2, they went for Bug's Life, which had actually came out the year before, and Mrs. Potato Head is reading the story version of A Bug's Life in this film. The next one I'm going to show you is also Toy Story 2, and it's when they're looking for the Al's Toy Barn commercial. Ham decides that he can go through the channels faster, and when he's flicking through the channels they show a lot of the Pixar shorts on the TV channels.
Oh, you're going too slow. Let me take the wheel.
It's too fast! How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell.
Back.
Too late, I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. Faster.
Wait.
And then when they're going to Al's Toy Barn, Buzz looks through the bushes and Heimlich and Flick are on the branch in front of him, again alluding back to A Bug's Life. Perhaps the most iconic Pixar Easter egg is the appearance of Jerry from the Pixar short Jerry's Game in Toy Story 2. He's not given a name in Toy Story 2, and I've never looked in the credits to see whether he's called Jerry, but you can tell it's the same guy. He is paid by Al to come and fix Woody, and I love the whole montage when he's fixing him, as it's so satisfying. The way the paint covers up and his name on his shoe, the way he shines his eyeballs, the animation in that scene is just so good. It literally deserves a, because it's just perfect, and it is definitely up there with my favourite Easter eggs. If I'd done this in order of my favourites, I think this would have been the top spot. Now on to Toy Story 3. there is an appearance of Sid, or who we believe to be Sid, in Toy Story 3. He is the bin man, or the garbage man, whatever the Americans call him, and you can tell it's him, or they want you to think it's him, because he's wearing the exact same shirt that he was wearing in the first Toy Story film. And then when we see Sunnyside Daycare, one of the children is wearing a Lightning McQueen t-shirt from Cars. One that really tugs on my heartstrings, and honestly I've watched so many theory videos trying to work out why this is, but in Toy Story 3, Andy has a postcard on his notice board from Carl and Ellie Fredricksen. So somehow Andy is tied to Carl and Ellie, and I've watched so many videos, mainly by Seamus Gorman and Super Carlin Brothers, trying to work out why this is the case. But I'd love for Pixar to create a short or something just explaining exactly how they know each other, because I would love to know. And the final Easter egg is from Molly in Toy Story 3, Andy's sister. She is reading a magazine, and you can see on the front page of the magazine that there is a feature on Darla from Finding Nemo. I love these Easter eggs, and I love that some of the Easter eggs formed the Pixar theory, which was by John Negroni. I did a blog post about his book on the Pixar theory that I will leave a link to in the description down below, and it just basically says that all of the Pixar films exist on one singular timeline and they are all connected, and things like these Easter eggs just make it fit more so. And I would love for Pixar to actually come out and say yes, this is the case, but at the moment it is just a fan theory. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously the Easter eggs are a little bit harder to spot, and to choose my favourite 10 I did have to do a little bit of googling, but let me know if you have a different favourite, or I included one of your favourites in the comments down below. And I will see you next week for my next countdown video. Bye!